Yo, what's up? Hey, Merry Christmas, you guys. Don't know if you can hear me yet, but if you hear me, Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me see. I don't. Let me see. Let me mute this real quick. All right, that's muted. And where am I think I forgot. I don't have my headphones on me, but it's okay. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can see the game, or the game in the background, you guys are watching it. It's kind of blurry. It doesn't matter. Anyways, what's up? I was thinking about talking about the game like while I was watching it too. Put on my glasses so that I can see it. But we have a special Christmas edition of this. I figured that the game in the background would be a cool little touch. So if anything happens in the game, I might be able to talk about it. If not, I'll just talk about our stuff. Right? If you're working out even today, like you're one of these guys on TV. Maybe. I mean, like maybe not like a pro like them, but you're of the same family. All right. I mean, if you're thinking about basketball, doing basketball on Christmas Day, then you're like these guys. And I remember something that Kristaps Porzingis said a couple years ago. He was proud to play on Christmas Day. Most people want the day off. They're like, no, this is the day for family, which it is. This is the day for rest. I mean, like whatever. I have the day off. No one works on this day. And but the best basketball players, they want to play on this day. They want to practice on this day. They want to do whatever. But what Kristaps Porzingis said was that he wanted to play on this day because when everyone's home and everyone's like chilling, they want to turn on their TV and they want to see the best players play in the entire world. They don't want the bad teams. No. They want the best teams, the best rivalries possible. And that's what the NBA does every single year on Christmas Day because they're a consumer brand, right? People want to consume them, be entertained by them. And at the end of the day, basketball is entertainment. So it's like you're like a singer or a dancer, right? So if you happen to love the sport and you want to become one of these guys being entertained, you should probably get ready to maybe skip a holiday or two. I mean, not skip a holiday, but the holidays are important to you for different reasons. All right. So for me, I always wanted to play on Christmas Day. I never quite got the chance. Someone got hurt. Anyway, I never quite got the chance, but I did get to play on the day after Christmas, which was pretty good because for college, the day after Christmas is the big day. I don't know if they don't have college games on Christmas Day because college isn't like that big time. We got to play the day after Christmas, and what that meant was that we practiced on Christmas Day, which was cool to me. And I mean, everyone else was like, "Oh no, poor baby," but to me, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And we had to practice. I think, let me think. We had practice on the 23rd that year, and then they said that we could have off after practice. So we practiced like in the morning on the 23rd. And then they gave us off until the next day, Christmas Eve, I think it was. No, sorry, we practiced on the 24th. Then they gave us off, and then we had to come back Christmas night to practice again. So they gave us like it's like 12-hour break for Christmas. And I went to Sacramento, and I went to like a friend's house, and she like hung out with her whole family, and they gave me like a fake Christmas because I couldn't really go home for Christmas. And then we came back, practice at Christmas night, and then we played on the day after Christmas. And oh man, I can't tell you how big time I felt to tell my mom I can't come home. I got to go do my job. I mean, that was like the coolest thing to me. I could imagine some players saying that's not, or some parents even saying that's not what we want in our lives. And so if that's you, that's okay. But if you're the other type of person where this is your day, like man, you're saying I don't have homework, I don't have school. Oh, then I'm going to work out for 12 hours. Then you're just a special person in the basketball world. Right? There's different worlds. So, but in the basketball world, you're a special person. So let's start with that. Speaking of just hard work, the quote of the day is: "Without struggle, there is no progress." Right? Wearing my glasses today, so again, I want to see the TV. But when I wear them, I'm not struggling to see. But you guys want to struggle. You want to struggle in your development. And not struggle like and like do bad, but like struggle with like make sure that all of your efforts are against superior competition. All of all of your life is, I guess, going against the grain. So if you feel comfortable sleeping until noon, just don't wake up when it's uncomfortable. I know that doesn't seem like quite right. You know, should get your sleep, but you want to push yourself beyond your comfort zones. Right? If you can easily run like a mile, then run 2 miles. Right? You want to go beyond your comfort zone if you want to become a great basketball player. So without struggle, there is no progress. Right? As we gain muscle mass and we're lifting weights and stuff like that, if you lift less weight, you know, like the more weight that you lift, the harder it is, the stronger that you're gonna get. But the same goes for anything in life, whether it be your struggles on the basketball court, struggles in life. It builds more character. Moving on, our elementary workout, we have pick and roll, retreat to pass. All right, I'll try to relate it to to this game because we have a few amazing players here. We have Jason Tatum on the Boston Celtics, and Kemba Walker's pretty amazing. And then we have Jalen Brown's a terrific athlete. Then on the Nets, we have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. I'll try to relate every single workout to them, um, and I'll try to get a little creative about it. But if something happens in the games, like this last play right here, this is Marcus Smart trying to take a charge. This guy's another one of the leaders in the NBA taking charges. I mean, there's the leader is the Toronto Raptors point guard. Um, his name escapes me for right now. His name is Toronto Raptors point guard. I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. Anyway, he leads the league in charges, but Marcus Smart is right behind him, and just being that kind of like placement is going to put you in harm's way. Right there, he got his chin hit. You know, it happens. So start with pick and roll, retreat to pass. This is going to be someone like Kyrie Irving is going to come off a pick. They're going to try to double team. So they retreat to half court because he's really, really fast. He normally actually just goes around the player, so he retreats to beat. But occasionally he will retreat to pass, especially if he has a passing angle or something like that. Other one is jump stop to corner option. This is more like Jalen Brown, where, give me an example. We'll say like Kimba will drive toward the corner, and if it's like, let's say Jason Tatum, he will kick it out to Jason Tatum for a three. Now, Jalen Brown's a more dynamic player, and he's also like not as good a three-point shooter. So what he might do is, as that guy penetrates, if his defender turns his head toward Kemba, boom, right there on the jump stop, Jalen Brown will sprint back door immediately. So as soon as his player turns his head to kind of just like glance at that person driving, then he takes off behind the guy's back for probably like a big, huge dunk off a bounce pass. So for this play, for us, for the drill, we're going to dribble in just like those two options. We're going to dribble in and jump stop at the elbow and then pass the ball to the wing as they shoot a shot. Or if we jump stop toward the elbow and jump stop like this, we're going to lower the ball to our knee, and then that cues them to sprint back door. And those are the two options that we're playing with here in this drill. Next one is jab to three option jumper. Yeah, it's over right here. That's definitely Kevin Durant. Earlier, Kevin Durant, I'm watching right now. He's probably the best scorer of all time. Right there he passed, but he's the best scorer of all time. He scored, I think, 6 of the 7 straight buckets here. And when I say best scorer of all time, I mean like better than Jordan. I mean like he's unbelievable. It's crazy how good he is. And what he does, he'll do the jab to three option jumper. So basically, he'll just stand there and just slice you up, just look at you, and then shoot. Just that easy. Like he'll jab, and then if you don't react the right way, he'll just raise up and shoot over you. He's pretty tall though, so that's pretty simple, I guess. But then if you play him a different on his jab, and you kind of like step that way, he'll go the opposite way. And in this game, he ripped through and totally like annihilated the guy's face, and he got a foul on the defender because you're not allowed to have your body in there. So he doesn't let you guard him that way. Like, so if you jabs and you stay still, he's shooting. Jab and you go for it, well, he'll rip through and go that way. And the last one is if you jab and just stay still, well, he'll go that way. All right. So it's like he's going to beat you either way. So for the jab three option jumper, that one is the my famous question is, how do you want to lose today? So you're just asking the defender, how do you want to lose today? Next one is shots to box outs. On this court, I'll bring up Jaylen Brown again. All right, Jaylen Brown is an unbelievable athlete. All right, and if someone shoots a shot on Boston Celtics, you gotta watch out for Jaylen Brown coming in for alley-oop dunks. I mean, like off the rebound dunks is like, I mean, like he'll get one on your head, and you have to really watch out for that kind of stuff. So you want to check a body every single time. And what the shots to box out does is every time that they shoot a shot, you're gonna box someone out. So we're gonna pass the ball to the shooter, probably on the free throw line, right? And then you're standing in the middle, and there's another person on the wing, on like the elbow, and you're standing in the middle with your legs bent, like playing defense. As they shoot the shot, you're just gonna sprint away from the basket, hit them, and then sprint toward the basket. This is a very simple drill, but it's a very simple thing. It's just that people don't do the simple thing, and you have to get a lot of reps up to be able to do something like that. So the reps that we want to take, oh man, it's so silly. It's such a silly drill. It's basically like the ball gets thrown that way, you run that way first and then that way. You just have to train yourself to do that, because if you run the other way, if the ball goes this way, your tendency is to run toward the ball. One, the ball might hit the rim and then go long over your head. But two, the person behind you might just follow you in. And if you're not actively going toward them, they're basically allowed to climb your back. I mean, like, and I say it that way because that's what it's going to feel like. That they're not climbing back, especially at a certain, I guess, like skill level, because some people are just really, really tall and they can jump high and they're long. So when you're there and you think that you're in front of them, they can jump over you, reach, and as long as they don't hit you, it's not a foul. Yeah, they're reaching over your back, but they're not like hitting you, so it's not a foul. They get to grab the ball. But now if you hit them and keep them away the distance wise, then he can't reach that long. And now since you're hitting him and creating contact, now if he goes forward at all over you, now it is a foul. So you kind of want to create a foul in this instance the same way that we create a foul when we go to the basket. You know, if they're playing defense like this, and they have their arms down, it's not really a foul, right? But if you go into them and jump into them, now you've created a foul on offense. The box outs are basically the same way, where if you're running away from them, they're almost never going to give you an over the back call. But if you're running toward them, now they will. So the offensive, so the person on offense trying to go for an offensive rebound, like Jaylen Brown, no matter how big he is, he has to stop because you went that way. He can't run you over now because you went toward him. But again, the hardest part is to see the ball go toward the rim and for you to go away from the rim. What we have here, we have Kevin Durant arguing to the official. Some kind of foul happened. I missed it because I was talking, but we'll go to the next one. Lana's moves. For Lana's moves, I think the best one at doing those on this court, you know, this one's actually pretty hard, but I would say either Kyrie or Jason Tatum, because they're very shifty, right? And Kyrie doesn't post up that much, but Jason Tatum might. But if they do post up, they both will face you, right? And when they face you, they could shoot that shot immediately. They could also take a huge dribble toward the middle to score toward the middle, and then they can also step middle and then spin back toward the sideline, and then lastly step middle, spin back toward the sideline, pump fake, and then step through. That is their footwork to a T. And Jason Tatum prides himself on footwork. Kyrie Irving's naturally amazing at that. Like, it's unbelievable what he's able to do with the ball on his feet. And if you're, as a defender, trying to chase those guys everywhere, I mean, there's a difference between Kevin Durant scoring. He just looks at you and puts the ball in the basket. Those two guys are shifty. And if you shift, that's what this thing's all about. So when you do Lana's moves, modeled after our girl, Lana Wanger, who's now just got committed to Texas Tech, you want to jab slowly so you can create some space, and then inch back so you can read them. And if they don't come with you, you shoot. If they do come with you, you explode all the way to the middle. So about 4 feet from where you were. Then the next one, you fake that 4 foot step. And then so you go about 2 feet toward the middle, and then you spin back 3 feet that way. So you're creating like 5 feet worth of room. And for the last one, you pump fake that. And then where they go from the pump fake, now you go forward about 5 feet. So overall, they have to guard you in this big, huge triangle that's like 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. And no defenders can stay with all of that, especially if you're able to shoot fairly tough shots. Next one is one-on-one post. Again, I talked about the post players. The best post player on this court, they post players in the NBA today. But I would say Jason Tatum is the best post player on the court. All right. And again, it's footwork that defines it. For our one-on-one post stuff, back to the basket, we will give you one dribble max. Right? And it's just one-on-one with someone else, and you go as hard as you can. And it's one dribble max. And I like to add a rebounding for this one because you have to finish the play by boxing them out. So we're incorporating the box outs as well. And also for offense, once you shoot it, it's not over yet. Go get it. All right, so you don't stay aggressive. So I like teaching that aggression. For this one-on-one, you go tell the person on defense rebounds the ball. That often goes toward the taller player. But if you're low and you're boxing out and you're tough enough, you can take care of that too. All right, I got a timeout, but we are timed in. All right, going with the motivational story of the day. This one's about Kobe Bryant. Kobe was always playing on Christmas Day, because everyone wanted to see him. And it's the first Christmas games without him. Without him in the world, actually, but without him on the court, it's been about 2 years. The story is Kobe Bryant relentlessly plays the role he desires to be, and he never breaks character. From not flinching when a ball is faked at his face, to being the only person Ron Artest has ever seen get into an ice bath without wincing. He's always who he wants to be. Kobe's still human, but he'd never tell you that. And I like that story because for years, I kind of just assumed he was something special because I fake it. But I was trying to fake it, and I was trying to be Kobe Bryant. Basketball. I told myself as soon as school was over, how you doing, girl? I told myself when I was playing basketball, Merry Christmas. When I was playing basketball, that school was the only thing slowing me down. If I didn't have school, oh my God, I would be so dedicated. Then I got to play overseas, and I was like, here we go. Let's see what I can do. And then I just did what everyone else did. And I was like, dang it. And I was like trying to find another gym one time, and it was hard to find. I was trying to wake up early, then all of a sudden practice was early. I was like, okay, when do I have time? And I'm gonna miss you guys too. But I was trying to be like Kobe, where he worked these outrageous hours, and I couldn't. I was tired at the end of practices. Sometimes we had 2-a-day practices, and I just did not have the energy in me. And I was like, dude, this is amazing. And I think what Kobe did, he wasn't something special. I think he was just a better faker. All right. Because again, someone fakes the ball to his face. He just doesn't even blink. He steps into an ice bath. I swear to God, if this dude stepped on a Lego set, he would just keep a straight face. And they would be like, did that hurt? He'd be like, no. He's lying. He's lying. And I think that's a cool thing because he really, really wanted to be Michael Jordan when he was growing up. And he did a very, very good job at trying. And you guys can do the same thing. And they call it in business, act as if. You want to act as if you're the god of basketball, basically. Act as if you are the best student in class. Basically, do whatever the best do, and then eventually you will become the best. So, let's say that you're a horrible student, horrible at math, right? And you suck at it. You're the worst at it, right? If you pretend that you're great at math, well, what would the person who's great at math do? Well, they would show up to class early, talk to the teacher about some kind of problem. So you start doing that, but it's a little different because you're not that good. Then where would that person sit in class? Oh, they would sit in the front. Okay. I'll sat in the front. Then they would go home and do how much homework? Probably 3 hours. They love math. So, okay. So you do that. And then what do they do on the weekend? I'll probably look up some math stuff on YouTube. I don't know. So then you start doing that. After a while, you're faking. You aren't the mathematician. You've even added yourself to the math club team, because that's what they do, right? You're faking being them. You are not the math person. You are bad at math. But after all that stuff, guess what's going to happen? You're going to magically be great at math. So we're not trying to be mathematicians here, at least, not most of us. So we're trying to be great basketball players. So what you want to do is just pretend that you're these players. You can rewind time to where they're an 8th grader. What would they do when they were in the 8th grade? and you look at the best eighth graders in the country and see what are they doing, what tournaments are they going to, how often are they working out. Follow some of them on Instagram. Ask them what they worked out today, and then not only be like them, you want to do a little bit extra, and that would be a great start. Act as if, right? Wear the clothes, do the thing. I mean, don't go too far, but like do everything that they do, and you'll have a chance. Um, moving on. We have our middle school for bank shots. Again, I told you I would follow the game. Who was best at bank shots on this court? Kyrie. Um, Kyrie, because Kevin Durant doesn't have to shoot bank shots because he's so tall, he shoots over you. But Kyrie will shoot a bank shot because you can't block him here and there. So this is a straight shot. That's a bank shot. Your hand can't be in two places at the same time. So he'll choose one or the other, especially when he finishes down low. He'll use the backboard and spin to make the ball go in. I mean, it's pretty amazing how he does that. So bank shots, we want to shoot mid-range bank shots. And when we shoot a bank shot, make sure that you're not shooting it flat. All right? Because you shoot your shot correctly, with arc, it has to go in. But you want to shoot the ball off the backboard the same exact way. Still shoot with arc. And the ball should not touch the backboard until it's on its way down. And when it's on its way down, it's going to be a softer shot. So it's going to hit the backboard softly, come off the rim, maybe still going even if you miss it. Whereas if it's still going up, it's going to hit the backboard hard, come off the rim hard, and it's not going to be able to go in as often. 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle for this drill. This is a gambler's drill. All right. So we will have either you by yourself at the time or you against someone, and you go from the middle of the basketball court. You step in the middle. You can go 3 scissor dribbles to do it, and then you sprint to the basket. You can either shoot a 3-pointer or you can shoot a 2-pointer from the elbow. If you pointer and you miss it, you get 1 point. All right. If you shoot a 2-pointer and you make it, you get 2 points. All right. If you shoot a 3-pointer and you make it, you get 4 points. If you shoot a 3-pointer and you miss it, you get 0 points. Yes. So those are the things. Yes, Mom? Okay. At my mom's house again. So again, you can get either 0, 1, 2, or 4 points. All right. So in this drill, not only does it take you sprinting back and forth, so it's a good stamina drill. It's also a good shot drill, of course, but again, it's a gambling drill. And you can gamble on your shot. So every shot becomes a pressured shot. And you don't always have to shoot twos, right? You can go for threes. You can take a chance, right? You can take a chance. And the best person at taking chances, I like Kyrie's game in this one. All right. Kyrie's gonna come down the court. His team's up by, let's say, 4. And instead of just going for the 2 or taking his time, he'll chuck a deep 3 just to end your game. Just to like put the nail in the coffin so that you know that you lost now. And to have those kind of balls is pretty cool. So what this drill does is you get to sprint down the court and try to beat your friend, and you get to either shoot the 1-pointers and just miss them all from the elbow and just go up by 1, and when you occasionally make it, then it adds 2, right? So the game's gonna end eventually. Or you get to gamble and take a 3-point shot. And if your 3-point shot is on, then you can take another one. But you have to realize if it's on or not. And I think that's what this drill does, is it kind of signals to you, like, am I actually on? Am I feeling it? Should I take a chance now? Do I really need this 3 now? Because if I miss it, I get 0 points, right? And if you make it, you get 4 points. So it's a bigger thing. And you get to gamble. And also, again, the pressure. I like the pressure of it. Next one is pick and roll, split to drive. Again, I'm going with Kyrie. All right. Kyrie's coming off the screen, and man, if they force too much and show too soon, he is going to go right down the middle of the pick and roll. And you go down the middle, the ball should match your knee, all right by your knee, and step through and throw the ball forward, and then you can finish, do whatever you want after that. All right, so if you can beat a pick and roll like that, it's a pretty explosive move. Needed to happen, but that's what he does. This is Kyrie right here, and heads, tails. Let's see if I can get creative with this one. Heads, tails is us in the middle with our hands out, and then me saying heads or tails. And then if I say heads, you run away, and they try to catch you and tap you. If I say tails, they run away, and you try to catch them. This is all about quick twitch muscle fiber. And I want to go with Kemba Walker for this one. Okay, he's so quick at like figuring stuff out. Kyrie's very, very good, but Kemba's just as good in this one. Where if you go if you go left, he'll go left faster than you. Basically, he'll switch directions faster than you. There's a play that Kemba did in college. It's a legendary play. He did it in the championship game. He sprints to the basket and then just stops on a dime. It was like such a fast stop that the dude just fell so badly, and then Kemba hit like one of the most clutch shots in the history of the NCAA. So being able to react like that, it's a very, very good tool. And for this drill, again, you want to hear the words heads or tails and then react accordingly, as opposed to trying to guess. You're never going to guess well because we can't really read each other's minds. So you want to hear it, have the signal go in your mind, go down your spine, come back up your spine to your head, and on that amount of time, you want to get that thing to go faster and faster and faster, and then react accordingly. And this improves your first step on offense, improves your first step on defense, improves your rebounding, improves your loose ball ability, improves a lot of stuff about basketball. Your first step on fast breaks, a lot of stuff, just reacting in general. Chair dips. Oh, this one's gonna be very hard. But chair dips is when you're strong, going like this. Who's the strongest man on this court? The game's almost over. Yeah, that's actually a tough one. I don't know who the strongest guy on that court is. There's not that many excellently strong players on that court. So I got to go with the next game. The next game is with my Los Angeles Lakers, and it's LeBron. I mean, his physical strength is so hard to keep up to that his skill limitations don't matter. Like maybe he's not as quick as you or whatever. It doesn't matter because he's going straight. So chair dips is one way to make your triceps stronger, and that helps you out with your shot, but also with your overall strength in general. So it also improves your back strength and everything like that. Last one is knee jumps. This is, again, the quick twitch muscle fiber thing where we are on our knees. We jump up, land, and then jump up again. And that second jump ability is huge. There was a game last night, I believe it was, with Ja Morant. All right? Ja Morant, and he did a bad thing. He jumped in the air with no one to pass to. But what he did is he jumps in the air and is hung in the air, and then there was a finger